Vance, Charlie Kirk, Jack Posobiec, a couple of other people. And if you search some of these names, the very first Google link that comes up is the disgraced far-left Antifa-linked organization of the SPLC, which so many people, including Elon Musk and the FBI, are no longer using as a credible source. And yet, for some reason, Google puts that as the very first result, which is an organization that just exists as a smear factory, when even by Google's own metrics, they used to say that the highest ranked ones are the ones that people cite the most. And you can't even find any actual, they found, MRC went through and they said we couldn't find any evidence to back up people citing this. So why is it the number one result?
Yeah, I mean, to me, that looks like intentionally poisoned data sets, right, and choices that the company is making. When you think about this, actually, to your point, the SPLC was cited by their AI in many cases as backup for the lies that it was inventing. So this is happening on their AI platforms as well. I will say this, my lawsuit at the end of it, I think one of the big goals here is you fix the bias long-term throughout Google products, because this just cannot happen. People need to understand there's a multitude of different second order effects from this type of behavior from a company, right? One is, think about the deployment of this sort of defamation during election seasons, right? So think about the closest seats, the ones that decide the balance of power in our country. If Google is allowed to deploy malicious AI that defames candidates, and they do it to the candidates they don't like, you could see an election where a bunch of the tightest races see the Republican candidates described with fake crimes that they never committed and associating them with the most heinous beliefs and things you possibly could, while you go and fluff up the resumes of leftists who are totally not, in a position where anybody should be electing them to even dog catcher, right? And so you could see the balance of power in the country decided by maliciously programmed AI.